everybody. It's Carrie, and you're watching Joy in My Keto Journey. Hey, I'm at my mama's tonight and gonna just whip up a quick dinner. This is one of our favorites. Mom loves anything taco. And so we're using our Folios cheese wraps again to make some chicken fajita tacos. So just wanted to walk you through it. So I'm gonna flip the camera around and get started. Okay, so I'm here at the stove. We're gonna start out, it's just under a pound of chicken that I'm gonna season up a little bit. And you can season it with whatever you like. We love adobo. It's kind of the joke in our family. We season everything with adobo. We love it. So I'm just gonna coat it pretty well with adobo. I'm gonna do both sides of the meat as well. So adobo, a little bit of cumin. Oh, there is just a little bit of cumin. I need more cumin. That's the end of it. All right. And I'm not going to use salt because there's salt in the adobo, but I am going to use just some black pepper. And I'm going to flip them and do it on the other side. And then just kind of let these sit. Typically I would do it ahead of time and just let the seasoning sit on the meat. And I just didn't get to that ahead of time right now. Okay. The adobo is yummy because it has garlic and oregano and kind of all the good stuff that you love anyway. And then I'll just throw a little pepper on there. Okay, and I'll put that off to the side and let it sit while we do our veggies. Okay, and then to our skillet, I'm gonna use avocado oil. You can use avocado oil. I'm gonna use avocado oil because that's what Mom has. You can use olive oil as well, but avocado oil is good because you can cook at a higher heat with avocado oil and it won't burn. So I'm going to do 2 tablespoons of the avocado oil. Get that heat on. And then I have literally just chopped up a bell pepper and an onion. This is going to be for 2 of us, so we kind of get a half each. So I'm just going to saute this in the olive oil. Maybe put a little bit of adobo to season, but you know, however you want to season, it's totally up to you. We'll get that going. And I'm just gonna cook this until those onions are translucent. They're starting to get translucent, and then we'll add our chicken. Okay, so I've had the lid on this, and you can see, hopefully, that the onions are getting translucent, getting a little bit of a brown, and it smells delightful. So I'm just gonna kind of push that off to the side and get my chicken in the pan and get that browned up right quick. This particular chicken, I usually order my chicken breast from Butcher Box because it's really great meat. But for things like this, I also use the chicken tenderloins that I get from Costco, and that's what these are, is the Costco chicken tenderloins. That bag, it's a huge bag. I don't know, it's like a 5-pound or 10-pound bag, something like that. It's huge. But it lasts us for a while. So this will just take a couple of minutes on each side just to get it browned up, and then I'll be back and we'll slice it up. And we'll get our Folios cooking on the griddle in the middle. So I'll be back. Okay, literally just a few minutes. It doesn't take long for these, but you can see they're nice and browned up. Our veggies are all done. They're nice and brown. So I'm literally gonna take this off and set it aside. Okay, and these are our Folios. and I'll put them up here so you can see. You can get these at your regular grocery, or I get these, the 10 pack. This is a 10 pack that I get at Costco. They're much more cost efficient at Costco. It's $7.99 for 10 wraps. So, you know, we get a couple of meals out of it and love it. You don't have to use these. You could use regular cheese and just put it on a griddle and make your own, but these are easier. They're nice and thin. Let me show you. Take them out. They've got paper in between, and you can see they're just nice and thin, paper thin. And I'm gonna throw it on this hot griddle here in the middle, and I'm gonna change the camera angle a little bit so you can see better. Okay, and we're just gonna let this cook up. The secret to these is to leave them alone. You gotta just put it on the griddle, and if you don't have a center griddle like this, you can use just like a regular griddle that you would make pancakes or something on. But the secret is to put it on and just leave it. We want to leave it until it's starting to get golden brown. You can see, you'll be able to see underneath, and I'll change the camera and show you once it starts getting there. But you're gonna wanna start messing with it, and if you do, you're gonna end up with a cheese blob. You just wanna leave it, like set it and forget it, and just let it cook, because it's gotta get crispy enough on the other side for you to be able to get your spatula under it and flip it, and then it doesn't take long on the other side, okay? So I'll be back with a better camera angle once we're ready. Just wanted to show you, it's still cooking. Let me get the shadow and the lights in here, but still cooking, and see how the edges are starting to crisp up, and you're gonna wanna get that spatula, and you're gonna be tempted to get in there, but it's still not ready. You can see in the center there, it's starting to get a little golden, but I'm telling you, it's still not ready. Just give it time. Okay, now we're getting there. See how you can see how that's more golden around the edges. It's got a few places, like here, where I kind of, if it bubbles, I put a little hole, because the idea is you want as much of the surface to touch the griddle as possible. Otherwise, it's going to be gooey in those areas, and it's going to be harder to flip. So now I'm just going to take my spatula and go around the edges a little bit. You just want to be able for it to be firm enough to get your spatula underneath it so that you're able to flip it. And there you go. See how it's nice and golden? And it didn't make a big cheese blob. So the other thing I'm going to show you is I have taco holders that were given to me as a gift that are awesome. You can get on Amazon, and I'll put the link below for them because I think they're awesome. If you love tacos like we do, we have them often, whether it's chicken fajita tacos. I've done another video on fish tacos, which we have often as well. We do chicken fajita, or you can do even like ground beef or ground turkey with taco seasoning. There's different kinds of folios. We like the Parmesan ones that we think they have the most flavor, but they also have them in cheddar, and I think Jarlsberg cheese as well. But if you don't have a taco holder, it's okay. This is another thing you can do if you don't have a taco holder. So you'll notice I have this is a cupcake pan, right? Just a regular cupcake pan. Flip it over, and then in between the grooves here, I'm gonna put my tortilla so that it holds a taco shape. So let me show you what that looks like. So it doesn't need to be on here long. I just put it on there and then put it in half like that. And you can see that's gonna hold a good bunch of meat and veggies and whatever else you like to put on your taco. So there you go. Okay, working on the last one. Little tip for you. When you're using your spatula, you may get some cheese on the spatula. Make sure you take a knife and clean that off so that you have a really flat edge to get underneath. Otherwise, it will catch and rip and tear. And my other ones that I just did, it's the danger of doing two together. they were touching, and so they're not as pretty as the first one. So I'm glad I got the first one on video. But you know what? They don't have to be pretty. I wanted to tell you too, the other reason that we really love these is because tortillas, when you stuff tortillas and you get all your yummy, you know, your salsa and your sour cream and your guac and whatever, all those kind of liquidy things in your taco, it can soften your tortilla, and your tortilla can break on you, right? So these are so awesome because we're gonna put all the toppings we would normally put on a taco, except the cheese, because this is the cheese, right? So the cool thing is that they don't break. They don't, you may get a few little holes in them, it's fine, but they don't fall apart and you lose all your innards when you're eating your taco, which is really cool. So that's another reason why we really love these folios. Okay, so I just wanted you to see, I took 3 of those pieces. We each are gonna get 2 tacos, but I wanted you to see how much meat, and vegetables. Half of that vegetables is gonna be for one person. So this is a full meal. Today was an OMAD day for us, meaning 1 meal a day. There's enough macros in this meal that it was what our daily allotment was met with this, so that we could stay on our plan. It'll be different for every person, right? Depending on where you're at and you know, how many macros you have in your eating plan. So I just wanted to show you this. So now I'm gonna finish making the tacos and I'll show you. Okay, back to show you so you can see how beautiful. I wish you could smell. I wish there was a way, technology, if you could smell this kitchen. Smells amazing in here. But you can see, this is a meal. This is a full-size dinner plate. So this is a meal. So you can top it with whatever you like. The shell is your cheese. So I'm gonna top it with some shredded lettuce, some sour cream, guacamole, a little salsa. Actually, instead of salsa tonight, we actually like the Taco Bell mild sauce that you can get in the grocery that comes in the bottle. It's flavorful, I love it. But sometimes we use the homemade salsa from our local grocery as well. So once I get it all completely put on the plate, then I'll be back. Okay, voila, the done deal. Does that look amazing or what? So I'm gonna go enjoy. Mom's still making her tacos right now, and we're gonna head over and enjoy this. If you like this video, please hit the like button and comment below if you have other tips and tricks that you want to share. Love to hear them. And also subscribe to this channel so that you can be notified every time I do another video like this. So this is Carrie, and you're watching Joy in My Keto Journey. Have a fabulous evening. Bye. Hey, if you like this video, hit the thumbs up to let me know that you want to see more like it. And also subscribe and hit the bell icon to be reminded every time I post a new video. Have a great day.